everybody, this is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are from
across the pond. Whoop,
What's going down? It's Fun Friday. What's going down?
It's not just Fun Friday. It is Good Friday.
Good Friday.
It's not a bank holiday there for you? Day off?
No. I work for the government. They don't believe in holidays like
that. Okay, apart from you, I mean in general in the US, is it a good bank holiday?
Is it a good or bad holiday?
Is it a bank holiday? Oh,
No, honey. Oh. Everybody's at work.
Oh, well, we have bank holiday Good Friday and Monday, the day after Easter Sunday. So, yeah.
Yeah, government. Well,
we don't because we work for ourselves, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
How was your week?
It is Friday. Love it. I am so happy it's Friday. The week was extremely long and exhausting. But I made it. That's all that counts. I made it. How about you?
I second that and I second that. Yeah, nothing untowards occurred. Still working out. Still trying to do some work.
Getting them guns ready. I ain't mad. You getting them guns ready? Oh man, my guns look nice.
Well, you got one anyway. That's not bad.
I got one what?
Gun. This one on that side looked bigger than that one. No, the other one looks bigger. Yeah, see? You got one.
Well, I'm a lefty. That's why you're whatever your dominant arm is always just gun? A tad bit bigger.
Okay.
But I ain't mad at him though.
Yeah. Just trying to work. Got a photo shoot tomorrow.
Oh snap! Photo shoot time.
It's a music band.
Oh snap! What you doing? They cover?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, might even. Well, I will share it on my photography page when it's done.
Way to go.
Way to go. Peace out. Yeah.
In the news, what's going down in the news?
In the news, I feel like I've got some news this week, not just drivel or the big C.
Dribble.
So, in the week, the first British police officer has been convicted of terror offences. He was convicted because they found out, wait for it, after spending £66,000 on training him to be a police officer, he's actually a member of the Nazi.
What? And he still got Nazis?
And he only joined so that he could
train other people.
Nazis. And do something to do with weapons and stuff like that. But yeah, he was only 22, but he's the first British police officer to ever be convicted of a terror offence. But they had like the superior officer, whatever he is, on the news yesterday, looking all serious, saying, we didn't realise, blah, 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 until after 66 grand later. Could you imagine what you could do with 66 grand?
Yes.
And they've just literally flushed it down the loo. Wasted. And now they're going to spend loads more.
Trust me, he ain't the first one. He's just the first one that got caught.
Now they're going to spend loads of taxpayers' money keeping him in Her Majesty's house, the jail.
Her Majesty's house.
Yeah.
Is that what y'all call y'all jails? The Majesty's house.
I call it Her Majesty something, but I can't remember. Something along them lines. But yeah, other thing is, obviously, lockdown's being gradually released. Now you can meet up with 6 people outside, not just one. Ooh. But this is where people are dumb, right? So there was pictures, I think it was, let's just say the first day you could do it was Wednesday. Thursday, all that was in the news, pictures of parks filled with rubbish because people have been piling in there, like having picnics, having drinks, snacks or whatever with their chums, and then just leave all their litter everywhere,
Hood everywhere.
Just leave it everywhere. If you're going to go and have a chinwag with your pals in the park, fair dues, but all you got to do is pick up your rubbish and put it in the bin, or take it home and put it in the bin. What's so difficult about that? People like that just wreck it for everybody else. Wreck it for everybody else.
Well, you know what? Misery loves company, and that's all that is. Haters. Just can't do anything right. Just do.
But they'd be the first people to moan if they got to go back in lockdown because of stuff like that, you know.
Oh yeah. We've. Oh well. I'll wait till my turn.
Okay, well, it is your turn. I've got some celeb news, but that's like at the end. So
news.
Go forth.
All right. What's going on in the news right now? Our president is trying to find out if there's a legal way to cancel people's student loans up to $50,000. Trying to cancel people's student loans. I'm one of them. Let's go. I hope they do, because I'll be the first one on the phone. I'm tired of paying them. I ain't even doing that job anymore. That sucks. What I went to school for, I'm still paying on it. Anyway.
I was going to say, you haven't been to school for years.
Exactly. In other news, we have the George Floyd trial going on right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's got to be one of the saddest things I've seen on TV. I stopped watching it.
Are they playing it live?
They're playing it live. It's been on TV like every day since it started. And you're seeing so many different angles of this man dying. It's just sad. It's heartbreaking. And it's really, you just don't know the magnitude of people who were affected. There were kids, kids going to the store getting snacks. There's video of, police officers, firemen that were off duty that were recording it. And you even have the ambulance people talking about he was dead before they even put him in the ambulance.
But this is what I mean. They don't think about things like that. The knock-on effect. Let's just say not even on the news, right? If a child had just gone to the shop, like let me say me and Alfie had popped to the shop that day, and he saw that sort of stuff's going to stay with them,
Mm-hmm. And the thing that gets me though, and we talked about this a while ago about the media and everything. To me, it's sad because if the shoe was on the other foot, there was a picture. I'm gonna find it and post it on our YouTube. On our Instagram and everything, where they had George Floyd's face.
Oh, I saw that as the policeman.
And the policeman on the ground. And they said, now, if the roles were reversed, this would be an open, shut case. Boom. I don't see why they're spending so much time when we know, everybody knows, that man killed that man.
Well, it's there for everybody. It's there in not even black and white. It's there on video for everybody to see, Right.
And it's just sad how society is. And then you turn around, there's another video out where you have a father and son, I think it's in Texas. They're having a shootout. They're shooting at each other, and it's caught on film.
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
Can we just, going back to the George Floyd thing quickly, not the only bit, one of the bits that I saw that I just find unbelievable, because obviously all we saw was that snippet of him with his knee in his neck, right? And this is the other thing when it comes to the media. The video before that, they already had him in the back of the car, in the back of the police car, and the police officer pulled him back out of the car. So,
well, they also showed, now I tried, because I am over, like, my story, I'm just so over the legal system, but I've saw some of it, and I'm gonna tell you, there's a video that they show where my man, the cop, was applying pressure. You literally see him just digging into him. I was just like, it just takes your breath away. It's just the saddest thing.
He's got to have something's got to come off the back of this man. He can't just get away.
I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a problem.
That if he
You
gets
heard it
off,
first.
I'm swear to God, if he gets off, there's going to be
You
uproar. I can
heard
tell
it
you that
first.
for a
You
fact.
heard it first here.
That's
If
right.
this man gets off in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it's going to be on. It's going to be on.
Actually, come to think of it, I'm gonna say this out loud on air right now for everybody to hear. I think when the case is over, we need to do a serious Sunday on it because there was so much on racism that we didn't cover. We need to get our part 2 and have that in our show.
Oh yes, because I'm telling you, the cops, lawyers are retarded. That's all I'm going to say.
I did have another bit of news actually talking about racism. Just brought it to my mind. I snapped it on my phone.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going
I
on.
know.
Asian hate crimes.
It says landmark report says UK is model to the world on diversity. It describes us as a successful multi-ethnical community and finds no evidence of institutional racism, which is a joke. Because then one study says UK schools recorded more than 60,000 instances of racism in the last 5 years. That's just in schools. But apparently, according to the news headlines, the UK has no racism.
But weren't they just giving out flyers not too long ago?
Correct. But UK don't have no racism, right? And you know why they've put this headline? I reckon the reason they've got this headline in the news is because off the back of this Meghan and Harry thing where they said the royal family was racist.
Oh, yeah. They want to know what color. They want to know what color old boy's going to be when he gets older.
Racism, right? Racism is a big thing across both sides of the pond. I don't care what anyone says. Number one. Nah, point number one. Point number two, yes, we've already spoke about it, but we definitely need to revisit it because there's just so much more to say.
After his trial, we might have.
Yeah, we are. No, Mike, we are. Okay, so celeb news.
Yeah.
Bing.
Let me step away. I got to blow my nose. Sorry. Continue.
Oh, you just got something there?
No, I don't. Don't do that.
At least I'd tell you if you had. Yeah,
that's true.
Celeb news. Kanye West to use his billionaire wealth to buy Spotify.
Way to go.
Way to go. Now, just to make her famous, I'm going to take a picture of us on the show because my mum has just sent me 3 messages consecutively. So I'm going to make her famous and say, Mum, you interrupted the show, but you made it on. Way to go to get on the show, Mum. Just blow up the phone and you are on. All she had to do was ask and I would have given her a shout out, but no. She decided to message me.
She wants to get right in the midst of everything.
Ping, 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 ping.
All right, Fun Friday. Fun Friday.
Good Fun Friday. We are talking theme parks.
Theme park, amusement parks, theme parks, amusement parks. What you do, how you do it. I'm gonna tell you right now. When was the last time you was at an amusement park before the pandemic? Or is there any amusement parks in the UK?
Yeah, well, there's different things. See, theme parks and amusement parks are different here. Theme parks are your amusement parks with big roller coasters and stuff, right?
Right.
Amusement parks are normally at the seaside where they have amusement machines, like slot machines and stuff like that. That's amusement arcade.
Slot machines? That's called a casino.
A casino's a casino. When I say slot machines, it's like slot machines or like you grab this metal thing has got a grabber, you grab a teddy and you've got to get it to the hole, or you put your 2 feet.
Arcade?
Yeah, amusement arcades. There you go. So we have theme parks, amusement arcade.
Okay, that works. I was.
Yeah, when was the last time I went?
I was talking more or less like Disney World or like
Yeah, we have theme parks.
Hershey Park or
They ain't on the level that you have, but we still have theme parks with big roller coasters. We have Alton Towers, Fort Park, Chessington. We have one called American Adventure. That's got big roller coasters. My main question to you is, are you a roller coaster fan? Would you go upside down and do the whole?
Yeah, I almost pass out every time I'm on it. I'm a terrified. If anybody knows, I'm terrified of heights. But I tell you one thing though, I'll do anything once. So therefore, that means if there's 5 roller coasters, I'll get on one of them. I'll get on each one of them one time. And I'm gonna tell you, I am not a roller coaster fan. I've been to a dozen, and I tell you right now, I'm always underneath. Do y'all have misters at y'all's amusement parks?
Mister.
Where when it gets really hot, they have these like spray things. It's just like water. You can just like walk underneath it. I'm always standing underneath one of them.
We don't. They're not here per se. They might be part of the ride, but we don't have them as just for the sake of having them because it don't really get that hot here very often. So we don't.
I tell you, man, it's rough. But do you do roller coasters?
I do. I remember the first time ever I went on one. I must have been about 10 or 11. And it was the first one that came here that went upside down. It was called I'm sure it was a vampire ride at Chessington, right? And I remember I went with my mum and her friends, and we queued for like 3 hours. You know, it's a joke. Queued for like 3 hours. All the way along, I was thinking to myself, I need a wee, but I don't. It was a nervous wee. You know, like you don't actually need a wee, but you think you
don't
need a
have to wee, but
you're so nervous. So I call it a nervous wee. Anyway, we gets there, my stomach is like flipping like no one's business. So we gets there, sit in the seat. I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared. The man comes down, click, puts the bar in. And I said, okay, I think I've changed my mind now. I don't want to do it anymore. What? The floor disappears and our legs are just dangling. And my mum just said, oh, well, too late. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Literally. But yeah, when you've done one, much of a muchness, really, ain't they?
I'm gonna tell you. I did
go on one once that goes upside down, and then it goes backwards upside down.
Yeah, we have here the Hershey Park, which all the kids get like season passes. Which right now you would be getting a season pass right now for the whole entire summer. And I'm gonna tell you, I am not a roller coaster fan. I just feel like tall people. I'm a tall guy, and I remember getting on one where the what's name came out, and your feet are like hanging. My feet were like, I looked retarded. I was just like, because I keep thinking that like my legs are gonna hit something, and if I'm in another one, I'm too tall where I feel like my forehead, I'm gonna crack the whole top of my forehead off. So by the time I'm off the roller coaster, I done traumatized myself.
See, I feel your pain. I don't have the same thing as you. I'm not tall. I'm only 5'4", but I've big boobs, right? So when they pull the thing down, because it's like a U that goes over your shoulders, I'm always worried it ain't clicked properly. So I'm always putting it like that, and I'm like, right, I can hear the click, and the man will come and test it, and I'll be like, please say it's shut properly. Like it hasn't gone down far enough. I mean, obviously I'm still alive, so it's worked so far.
Is there any other? I'm gonna tell you, I don't do a lot of rides, but the rides I have been on have been very traumatizing because I just feel like I'm either too big or too tall to be up in these rides. And is there any other amusement park rides that you've been on them but you won't do it again?
Oh, ghost trains! I can't flipping stand them. I'm a wuss.
What's a ghost train?
You know, like a scary one where you sit in like a little cart, or similar like a train long one. You sit there with your person clipped in, and you either go around in the dark or ghosts jump out at you, and skeletons and ghouls and spiders like and things touch you in the dark. Whoa, that's not me.
I'm gonna tell you,
I'm just gonna say I've actually cried real tears at a couple of them. I'm a wuss. I don't care. Do not care.
I don't do haunted houses, but they got this ride called Mousetrap, and it's only like maybe 2 or 3 cars, right? And it's
Hmm.
only 2 people. And I kid you not, the last time I was on it, I felt like a giant. And I'm gonna tell you what it does, and I'm gonna tell you it just scares the bejesus out of you. You're going down in this thing, and it's almost like you're a mouse. So when it's making sharp turns, and you're like
Hmm.
leaning, and it's just throwing your whole body around. You're like, and I kid you not, I felt like I was gonna fall out of it like a dozen times. Mousetrap. Mm-mm.
I tell you what, it wasn't talking about scary ones. It wasn't a theme park, but when I went to New York with an old boyfriend, we went to. I mean, I'm talking maybe. Okay, I was going to say 15, but it's actually like 18 years ago. um, we, we went to Madame Tussauds in Times Square, right?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
But when we got to a certain part, I think we paid $30 each to get in, right? We went to a certain part and there was door there. And we were like, whoa, which way do we go? And the woman was like, well, this is like the haunted house bit. You can bypass it if you want and go that way. Obviously, knowing I'm the biggest wuss on the planet, he was like, should we bypass it? I was like, mate, we just paid $30. I'm getting my money's worth. Well, we walked in. I closed my eyes literally like this, holding onto his arm, and he was like, oh look, that's Van Helsing. So I went like this, and I was like, oh yeah, like thinking this is okay. It was black apart from the scenery. All of a sudden somebody blew in my, like, obviously they work there, but you don't realize at the time, like blew in my ear and touched my hair. I screamed out of my skin, right? Then the whole way around I was like this with my eyes closed, and he kept saying, look at this. And I was like, no. Then all of a sudden he was like, okay, the light's there, we're coming to the end now. And I opened my eyes. I was like, oh, thank God for that. As soon as I went like that, somebody, again, who works there, jumped out in like a werewolf outfit, like that. Boy, I was hanging from the ceiling. I was crying, real tears. My heart was pounding out of my chest.
I hate to see you at our field of screams. We have a hot when Halloween comes up. I'm talking about they go all out. It's called Field of Screams here, and I kid you not, it is ridiculously scary.
I wouldn't go.
I've been there one time, and I kid you not, you ain't getting me to go. I'll go if you were to come to the States, I would go. I would just to see you freak out.
Well, let's just get it out there. I would not go. But the other time, sorry, all this talk about scary stuff, I'm just checking there's no spiders gonna come out. I did go to Florida with my mum, and we went to the parks. And I'm up, like I would go on a roller coaster. My mum said from day one, I ain't going on any roller coasters or anything that go upside down. And I'm like, wow, that's literally most of the stuff here, you know. But anyway, you do what your mother wants. So we goes to one park. They had an ET ride, you know, ET the film.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can't go on there. And I was like, Mum, it's a kids ride. She was like, oh, you're going to have to ask the lady. And I'm like, I said, excuse me, does this ride go upside down? And the lady was like, oh no, you just get an ET passport and you get on a little push bike and it takes you around. I was like, great, we're going, you know. But she wouldn't go on anything unless she knew it didn't flipping leave the ground, you know.
Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at it.
But that was a great holiday, I ain't gonna lie. Great holiday.
There's a couple rides that like I've been on, but I won't go on. There's this one, it's like a ship and you like swing like this.
We have that here, pirate ship.
Yeah, and I kid you not, I don't like that ride just for the simple fact it takes for men. I don't know how it is for women, but for men, our nuts go right into our stomach, and it's just the most horrifying feeling. I feel like I'm going to throw up because my nuts.
I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but women don't have nuts. So no, we wouldn't.
I know, I'm just saying, I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm just saying, like, once you get up to a certain point and it just comes rushing down, your nuts feel like they're like up in your chest. And it's just, it's a horrible feeling. Now,
no, but not one. There's two I do like. Let's get on to the good stuff. There's two I do like. One is water rides, you know, like a log flume or something it's called.
I like all water rides.
Love them. So you normally go up some big thing, whoosh, water comes over, whoosh, you get soaked. Love them ones. And the other ones are, they're like 3D 4D like simulators, So you go in
Oh,
what
you're
looks
sitting
like,
there and they got the bubbles and all that.
and no, this is just a screen. Like you get in like a mini spaceship, it looks like, and
Mhm.
you are riding whatever. Like sometimes you might be
What?
in like a gold mine in the hills or something, and you're in the thing, you know.
Oh,
Whoa, it's like, you know,
wow.
or you
You
might be
think
in it.
you're doing that, but you're not.
Yeah, that's right. That makes your belly flip. There was one at Florida. It was a Back to the Future ride. I don't think it's there anymore. They swapped it for bloody Harry Plopper. Um, that was the best ride ever. Like you was in the DeLorean car, actually in the DeLorean car, and you
Yeah.
was flying through. There was all these dinosaurs. That was the best bit. I did feel sorry, like, because obviously if there's say 4 seats in a car and there's only 2 of you, then they get 2 other people, right, to fill up the car. But it was only me and my mum, so they took this woman and her son. I had to sit next to this. Well, he wasn't a boy really. I suppose he was in his late teens, early 20s. But I felt sorry for him because I grabbed him halfway through that ride because I thought I was going to fall out. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. But I didn't realise until after. This is the thing, right? I didn't realise till after the ride that it was just a simulator and we never even left the ground. This is the thing, because you don't see that when you're going in. They just usher you to the seat and we're like, "Whoa, here we go." Obviously, it's like that. Whoa. Then the lights go on and I'm like, what? It's a telly screen in front of a car. Like, I genuinely thought we was on a ride going upside down here, there, and everywhere. But no.
I'm gonna tell you the most scariest part about a roller coaster, and I just thought about this when you go off that. Back in the day, the medallion thing was the thing. So I had this gold medallion, and the guy told me before I got into the roller coaster, he's like, "Yo, take your glasses off. If you got shoes, they give you this little cubby, right?" So I'm like, "Man, I don't need none of that." I took my glasses off, and man, we got the flying on this roller coaster, and all of a sudden, my chain was like this.
Mm.
And I was so scared. I was just watching it. I was watching it, and as soon as we went up, it came right off. And I thought to myself, oh, I just lost that chain. Oh, I just lost my chain. When it was over, the dude behind me caught it.
Really?
Yup.
You're lucky.
I was just like, he's like, "Hey, bud, is this yours?" I was like, "Oh my God, thank you." Because I swore I thought it was gone.
You know what? I don't like it. And I would be ridiculously eggy if this ever happened to me, because I would never sit at the front because I don't want to see what's coming. I'd rather sit in the middle, because then I don't want to sit at the back either, because I think, what if it goes so fast the back cart just flips off the track? So if you sit in the middle, that's where you're safe, right? But all these blooper clips you see of like people being sick and it flying back, imagine that. I would be so eggy if someone was sick and then it just splattered all in my face. Oof.
Now, I remember my sons, they know that I'm a big Superman fan, right? So we're in Texas, and they have this ride called the Kryptonite. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Damn, my son's just like, "Dad, you should get on it." Oh my God. So they had like this big Superman joint on it. So they put you in this thing, right? And it's like, everybody's like, it's in like a circle. And I'm like, "So what does this really do?" It goes, "Oh, it just shoots you straight up like Superman. And then you just come back down and it's over." And I was like, "All right." So when you sit in the seat, they got the Superman theme song like going off, like it's like come across your ear. So you have like these 2 speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the dude, and the dude's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Well, man, I'm kind of like afraid of heights. So like, can you just at least let me brace myself so like I can know when you get ready to start?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll tell you." Next thing I was like, "When is it?" He kept that thing straight up. I was just like, "Ah." And then I got up to the top, right? And then you're here, and then like you hear all the the wind and stuff. It's like, and then next you know it went. I was like, "Oh man, it's so beautiful." It came all the way rushing down. Then it came back up. It stopped in the middle, and then you hear all the Superman music. Then it shot straight back up and shot back down. I looked at my man. I wanted to fight him. He changed my whole mood. I wanted to fight him because I was like, "Man, I told you to let me know so I could be prepared." He says, "Man, be prepared for what?" I was just like,
There was one, there's one at Alton Towers. I'm sure it's called the Black Hole, and it's all in the pitch black until you get to the top. And you're sitting like it's like a rocket shape. So you're almost like not lying down, but leaning back. And I remember after queuing again for hours, like, why do we do it to ourselves? Queue for flipping hours. Anyway, got to the front. So the rocket pulls up so that the people before can get off that side and go. Then you get in this side. Boy, all I saw, there was a woman. She must have been in her 40s, maybe early 50s. She was crying like a baby. And I was like, I don't want to do it. Look at the state of that woman. I don't want to do it.
Man, and then they got I've been on 2 roller coasters. We got one here called the Storm Chaser. You blink and it's over. That's how fast it is. You close your eyes, open, and it's over.
But this is what I mean. You queue for like 3 to 4 hours, right? And it's over in 30 seconds.
Now, I think there should be a suggestion box because I'm a big water, the water part of amusement park. I'm in it all day. I drop it. If my kids were here, I'd be like, yo, y'all go to that park. I'll be in the water park if you need me.
Yeah.
I'll be in that all day. But the thing that I don't like is that you're sitting in line forever and a day just to be on a ride for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
there should be some type of express lane or.
But we have express lanes here. You pay extra, but you know,
it's crazy. In the summer, like I love water parks, and I'm gonna tell you my favorite ride is the lazy river. Do y'all have a lazy river?
What's that?
If you just get an inner tube and you just float around, you just keep floating around, and then the people will tell you to get out. If you've been on it for too long, they'll tell you to get out, and you just go, okay, give your little inner tube to somebody else, and then you just get right back in line and get ready. I'll spend the whole day in the lazy river. Or they have this one, which I'm never going to do, but I watch people do it, where you can do your own surfing thing. Do y'all have that?
Or what? Where it's like a big, like a little hill, and you stand on a surfboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we have one, but I know what you mean.
But it's like, you're trying to slide, and if you miss it, it just kicks you out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Do you know, like
now you got some people that's really good at doing that.
Not just amusement parks. We have you have fun fairs there that just come around on a holiday, like, and set up in the local park. So they set up loads of rides for they might be there for a weekend or whatever. We have them
little parks like that. They set up at the malls and stuff.
Yeah, the fun fair. We have them here at the park, big park down the bottom of the hill to Rye. And I remember when we was younger, me and my friends from school went. Me and this boy Michael, who I named my fish after, we went on this one called the Dive Bomber. Right? It's in this shape. 2 people sit this side, 2 people sit that side. Then it's a big, massive, long stick, and there's the same thing at the other end, and it literally just goes round. You go upside down. But I remember when we got on.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I do not like that.
Oh, I don't like that either. But I'd never been on it before. He wanted to go on, so we got on, and the guy literally put the tiniest of metal poles above our legs. We was only like 12, and he went. I had my knees up. I was in a sitting position, and I remember he said, "You need to put your legs out straight, otherwise you might fall out." I remember that's what he said. Keep your legs out straight, otherwise you'll fall out.
What? Yup, I'd have been screaming the whole time. You
got to remember that was nearly 30 years ago. So I like to think health and safety's changed a bit since then.
We have here, we call it the Capona, which is because we're along a river, so we have like the whole riverfront has like eateries, and at one end you have like games and stuff where you can win stuffed animals, and you always do the ring toss, and you used to get goldfish when you did the little ring toss on the bottles. That's where you would get your goldfish, and they would die in like a day or 2.
Yeah, ours is normally hook a duck.
Hook a duck.
Yeah, you get like a bamboo stick with a metal hook on
magnet.
With a metal hook like that, and then all of these plastic ducks have got things like this on their head, and as they go past you have to hook a duck.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a whole lot of fun. But
we still have it here, and when we go in the summer to the pop-up fair, Alfie makes my mum do it every time just so he can get a little car.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting ready to get into now. Amusement park food. Oh, yes. I love me some kettle popcorn.
It's normally just things like candy floss.
What's candy floss? Cotton candy?
Is that like big fluffy stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah. Candy floss, yeah.
that's
Or
cotton candy.
yeah, it's candy floss. You can have it in a stick or in a bag. I don't like it. Makes your teeth stick together. It's just sugar, ain't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kettle popcorn and funnel cake.
And what?
Funnel cake. Have you ever had funnel cake?
Funnel cake.
Yeah, they take this like batter and they put it on this little, they put it in this like deep fryer thing and they squirt it all in there. And then it comes out like a little pastry joint and you can put powdered sugar on it and some chocolate syrup and go to town. It's a messy.
Is it
When you're
like
walking, it's messy because it just, the powder just be everywhere.
Is it like donut mixture?
Yes.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here it's mainly candy floss or ice creams, you know, if there's ice cream van. I'm not gonna be rude, it's just junk food, ain't it? You just
Well, it's
get
all junk
burgers and
food.
chips.
That's the purpose. That's the purpose.
Burgers
It's
and
all junk food.
chips or
Giant
sweets.
pretzels and
It's a ridiculous, it's normally at a ridiculous price.
sausages, and then they got like beverages. It's where it's at.
But it's always a ridiculous price, right?
Oh, of course. That's why you see there's a hustle to getting your food. You never go on the first day when the food starts going out because that's when everything is expensive. You go like if it's for a whole week, you wait the last 2 days. That's when they just be like, "Yo, here." Yeah. That's where you make it. That's where you make your money. The last 2 days, I hope I didn't make no secrets and people watching me like, "Oh, I'm gonna jack my joints up now." But that's what everybody does in the hood. You wait them last couple of days. I ain't spending no $20 for no cheesesteak when I know that.
Do you have themed amusement parks there? For example, what I mean by that is we have one called Legoland, which is just literally Lego, you know, like
yes,
you can build Lego. To Alfie's absolute despair, there's a section where everything, like they've got a mini Eiffel Tower or what's the lady in New York? Statue of Liberty. Yeah. So they've got something from all over the world. You can walk around it and it's moving and stuff like that. But you're not allowed to touch it. It's just for show. So to Alfie's dismay, he wants to play with it and he can't. But they have like rides and stuff. But everything's Lego themed. Do you know what I mean? Like they have a Peppa Pig one.
What's the cheapest amusement park y'all got?
Geez, I don't think there is one.
Well, we got a whole mess of.
We don't.
We got a place called Dutch Wonderland that's got to be one of the cheapest amusement parks you can go to. And then there's another one. I can't think of it. You buy tickets to get on rides.
Oh yeah, they do that here at the piers. At the seaside, you have
I forgot what that place is called because my nephew used to have a birthday party there every summer. And then what you would do is you would buy a gang of tickets and just hold on to them. And then next year we would go back there and use the same tickets since I was like 8.
It's either tickets or tokens. They do that, but they have like fun fair rides at seasides, you know, like on the pier and stuff. Then yeah, you just pay 5 tokens for one go or whatever.
Now we have a place here called the Renaissance Fair. Do y'all have that? Where they have like how can I say it? Like Renaissance, where they have like instead of calling it beer, it'd be called mead. And then they have these ladies in these old garbs, the titties hanging out. And then they got like little lizards they call dragons. And then you can get like, they got like blacksmiths. You can buy like a sword that my man done made. Blacksmiths. It's crazy. It's fun too. Then they give you like meat on a stick. I mean, they give you like a big piece of chicken. It's about this big turkey leg. Oh man, it's crazy. And then they have sword fighting and stuff like that.
No.
They don't have nothing like that.
Like you mean like a medieval dinner?
Well, we do have medieval times here, which is
Oh, that's the only
absolutely
sort of thing
awesome.
similar I know about that.
I'll
But
tell
I
you
mean,
that. Matter of fact, since we're bringing it up, look what I have.
do you know what makes me laugh? You've got that to hand, yet you never before had one of your own books to hand whenever we've needed it at the drop of a hat. How bizarre.
Now I'm gonna tell you, this is me and my son. Now, who's loving it? Who's loving it more, me or my son? Who's going all in? I'm going all in.
Well, he's just about to be breathed on by fire, so you can't blame him, really.
Well, it's a two-headed dragon, so I'm battling one, he's battling one, but he was just grinning. I'm all into it, like, yeah, take that. And I do have a book. Thank you very much. I do have my own book. Thank you.
I know you do,
Yes, I
but
do have.
it's not normally to hand. I was just saying. But no, we have
We were
ones
just
here.
talking about medieval times, which I happen to love.
You know, like the
I
themed
have a
one.
medieval times there.
You know,
I have a medieval time.
like the themed ones. We have Cadbury World here. You know, like we have Cadbury's chocolate. I don't think you have it over there. You know, like you have
Casberry.
Hershey's, we have Cadbury's,
Yeah.
and they have Cadbury World where you can go on. You can be in a little chocolate bean car and then go round on a ride. Plus, they give you melted chocolate to try. You know, tell
Oh,
you
that's
the
Hershey
history
Park.
about
See,
chocolate.
at
You know.
Hershey Park, it's everything. And then they have a small section called Chocolate World where they put you in this little thing and it goes around. It shows you how the chocolate's being made,
Yeah.
all that good stuff. And at the very end, when you leave, they give you some candy.
Yeah, they normally give you some chocolate as you're going round, not at the end. At the end, there's a shop where you can spend all of your money.
Well, yeah, they got that too. But if you do that little ride at the end, they give you like a Kit Kat or a Hershey.
Sometimes they give you a little tiny cup of melted chocolate to try. Like this is what it
Oh,
tastes
wow.
like along the way before it's hard. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it is kind of nice. We have that too.
But
Chocolate World.
I just got to say this: you going back to saying about cheap amusement parks, we don't have any here. We have fun fairs where you just pay per ride rather than to get in. But I remember a couple of years ago, I really wanted to take Alfie to Peppa Pig World, right? And you can stay there if you want, you know, like they got the hotel and all that jazz. But I said to my mum was going to come, you know, because sometimes I like to have another pair of hands and eyes with small people. When I looked online, just to get into the park, so we don't want to stay. This isn't to pay for our petrol, which is going to take an hour to get there. Not going to pay for our food. Literally, just a ticket to get into the park. For me, Alfie, and my mum would have been £110.
Just to get in?
A child's ticket is the same price as an adult ticket.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna tell you, we got the cheapest thing. It's called Dutch Wonderland, and I think all their rides got to be like ancient.
That's why it's so cheap, because you take your life into your own hands when you step on there.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this thing, and then they got like these antique cars that you just ride in, and you ain't even driving them. They're on like a little track, and you're just riding around like an antique car. I remember that back in the day, and I don't even know if any, and I think it's only for like little kids, like little kids, like Alfie. That's it. Like I can't even see grown kids going there. But I don't know, because it's been a minute since I've been there. But when I was a kid, when you thought you was going to an amusement park, you were like, yeah, I'm going to like SeaWorld or like, you know, all these like good places. You're going right to Dutch Wonderland.
Well, do you know what? We didn't
there and get like a burger from someplace.
We didn't go very often when we was younger because obviously it's expensive. We didn't have money. But there was one occasion when I went with my uncle, Uncle Fester, when he was married to his first wife. She had a kid and we all went. Well, us four. And there's this ride called the Caterpillar ride. It's basically the shitest roller coaster ever. There's like a big apple and it just goes round in a circle. You go through the caterpillar. And I remember, I think I must have been like 8. And the guy who you go and say, oh, can I have a turn, please, blah, blah. He said, I think you'll only be able to have one turn because you're a bit too fat to get in there.
Oh. That would have been some fighting words right there.
Yeah, but you got to remember, that's like 30 years ago, maybe more. So
Yeah.
people are rude. Anyway, amusement parks. Let us know, people. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Are you a screamer? I'm definitely a screamer. Are you a screamer?
I'm hoarse by the end of the time I get home. I'm hoarse because I've
I'm
been
definitely a
screaming half
screamer.
the time.
But yeah, let us know. Anybody knows any cheap ones in the UK? Even though I don't think I'd go to a cheap one because I'd be worried that it was a bit old and rickety, like you say.
Well, hey,
You get what you pay for. That's what I say.
get what you pay for. Most definitely, you get what you pay.
Most deaf. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. This week's series review.
Oh,
Me personally rinsed it within a couple of days. LOVE it. I think there's only 8 or 10 episodes, ain't there? Because it's an English one and we don't drag it out.
So yeah, I think it's only 10. I'm on episode 7.
I'm gonna go 10.
Watching.
But
I can't stop watching.
They have left it on a cliffhanger to potentially have a second season, whatever you want to call it. What's it called?
This series is called The One.
The One. Now, please let me explain what it's about. I'll try not to give too much away, but I've got to tell you what it's about. Because I'm an old romantic, right? And I believe in the one true love. This scientist has come up with a test. So basically, you cut a piece of your hair, say that much.
DNA.
Put it in a bag, send it off, and they will send back your one true love wherever they are in the world. Say if it was me and Rich, I cut my hair, she'd be like, ping, you got an email, open it, and they'll be like, if you click this link, you will find out who your one true love in life is. Click it, Rich's face would be there, and all the, this is his name, this is where he lives, da 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 da. It's up to you then if you decide to tell them, you know, yes, I want to, you know, you're my match, da da da, or whether you just say, okay, I don't want to know. But what? It's like this.
But I have to do it too, though. Like I have to do it too, though.
No,
I got to be in that.
You only have to like. I could contact you and say you're my match, but if you want to find out without me, you know, me knowing, if you like, but it's breaking up. This is breaking up people's marriages, people's homes. But I've got to give a little spoiler. One chick, like they're in, this couple is in their home, and the wife's like, oh, are we going to do it? And he's like, what are you on about? We love each other. Why would we do it? Don't be so ridiculous.
Like, I love you. Why would I even want to do that?
She takes his hair without him knowing. Not even her own. She takes his hair and sends it off. Obviously, she ain't his match. But that sends her crazy. I still don't understand why she sent his and not hers. But
because she was curious. She wanted to know if her husband was made for her.
But then she should have done her own hair, because then it would have come back, he ain't the one for her. That's how women are devious, man. But anyway, loads of plot twists.
Oh my God, it's so good. I can't stop watching it. I'm going to be honest. I watched it the first couple of days and I was just like, this is some trash.
Yeah, but the first one of everything is normally a bit slow, ain't it? You just got to get into it.
But now it's cooking with Crisco.
Now I apologize.
There's so many plot twists in it. It's ridiculous.
I don't know the dude's name, but it's got Christos from Riviera in it. One of the sons.
You know what? I kept looking at him like, yo, where I know him from? That is Christos, yo. Oh man.
I don't know his name in real life. I thought you would have got that straight away.
Like, yo, I know this cat from somewhere. Where did I know him from? Yup.
I thought you would have got that being a Riviera fan, but no.
I kept looking at him, but I couldn't place him. I just kept going, man.
But he's oh no, I thought he was the one in Game of Thrones, but he ain't. It was the other brother.
Now, the question is,
would you take the test?
Would you take the test?
I asked you first. I asked you before the show started, and then I said, don't tell me.
I don't think I would, because I think it just eliminates the whole, you know, being attracted to somebody and like.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying. When you meet, you will instantly fall in love because that is your one true love.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying from a guy's standpoint.
I personally think it depends on
taking the fun out of the chase.
Depends on the circumstances.
Take a piece of hair and put it in there, and she's my match.
Okay. It depends on the circumstances. If you're single, you're going to look at it differently than if you're in a relationship. If you're already happily married,
right, and that's the thing. If you already happily married and and you do this out of curiosity, and then it pops up, yo, lady, is not your true match, but you've been with her for like 20 years.
Do you know what I mean? But also, let's just say you get to our age and you're still single. Wouldn't you do it out of curiosity?
I don't know.
Knowing my luck.
Because I just feel like it just, from a man's standpoint, it takes the fun out of the chase. Like it takes the fun out of like, say for example, I see you, I might be attracted to you. You might not be attracted to me, but me going up to you and saying, hey, what's up? Yada yada is the fun part for a guy. It's the fun part. Now, if you take that away, what's the sense? But now watching the show though, what's so crazy about it is like when you do become a match, the minute y'all start talking to each other, it's like,
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
From somewhere,
you instantly fall in love because
be attracted to each other, which is the crazy part.
But that's what they say. When you meet your soulmate, your one true love, that's what it's meant to be like. So in the show, that's what they're doing it by. So let's just take me and you, for example. I cut my locks, send off the thing, it comes back, yo, Rich is your match. You do it, yeah, you're my match. So we then meet up. Apparently, we would be instantly attracted to each other. We'd instantly fall in love. You know, like you do the whole giggly, oh my God, blah, 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 all that malarkey, you know. So you could look at it swings and roundabouts. It could, sometimes dating is a shit, is ish, right? Like it can be hard work. So it swings and roundabouts. You could take that part out of it, you know, just get your life partner and away you go.
Yeah, but for you people, when you watch this show,
so people have got
you will see there's marriage, there's married couples, there's
single people,
same sex, all of that.
Oh yeah, like, they got.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, this is the thing. Say you was a single straight person, right? You've been straight all your life, and then you think, do you know what? I've got to 30, 40. Let me take the test. Chop off your locks, send it, say me, and it comes back, and my one true love is a woman. What? Like, do you know what I mean? No. Or yours come
like,
back
hell nah. Nope. I'll be like, there's something wrong with it. Can I
retest?
Can I get my money back? Because I ain't in the dudes.
But I urge anybody to watch it. The one, don't listen to Rich. The first one might be a bit slow. I didn't think it was, but you've got to watch it.
I had to get into it. I didn't get it. Like I watched the first episode, and the lady was selling it. That's how it starts.
She's harsh, isn't she? This scientist woman, even like her whole demeanor, her whole I can't think of the word, like appearance. She's very harsh and straight faced.
Yeah, she's straightforward. She's straight with no
like
chase.
Crisp suits, hair scraped up, you know, resting bitch face. She is.
But the plot thickens. The movie.
I can't wait. There's got to be a season 2, man.
It's called The One on Netflix.
Oh, I better get the jingle ready.
It's dubbed in English. I think it's a foreign film. I mean, a foreign series.
It's English.
Is it English? I thought it was. Yeah, it's English. You're right. Sorry.
So yeah, if anyone's seen it, please tell us what you think.
I happen to like it. I haven't finished it, but
LOVE'd it.
I'll be finishing.
All right, kids. This was Good
All right,
Friday.
People. It was Fun Friday.
Fun Friday, Good Friday.
Amusement parks. Do you use a throw-up bag? If not, do you do the water parks? Do you do the lazy river? Do you do the cheap parks because you can't afford it? Let us know.
And if you've seen the one, if you want to watch the one, watch it. Please tell us.
If you want to watch the one, it's on Netflix. It's a series. We love it. I'm rating it as of right now.
Oh, yeah, we didn't rate it.
I'm rating it a 4.5 because I haven't finished it.
I'll, on this occasion, I will allow that. I'm giving it a straight up 5. So that's going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. But you haven't downgraded it. It's just because you haven't finished watching the series. So yeah, I will allow that.
I don't want to sit there and just give it a straight 5.
I'll take that.
But as right now, it's a 4.5. The one. All right, people. This is Soph.
This is Rich.
We are
From across
the pond.
We might have found a new dance for our jingle. Get in.
Man, I can't wait for the clubs to open back up.
Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to say this. I can't wait for it. I just want to get, sometimes I put music on in the car, in the house, makes me want to dance. So you're right. I can't wait to go out to the club. But as much as I love like going out, then coming back and taking my makeup off and putting my pajamas on, I can't wait to get dressed up. And I mean like proper dressed up.
Oh,
Makeup, hair,
watch out, fellas.
beard, nails, new outfit, new shoes, new bag.
Mm-hmm. Strutting her little 5-foot self.
Oh, hell to the yeah.
All right,
we're coming back on Easter Sunday.
Easter
Sunday. Bring your chocolate. You're going to have a chocolate egg?
Oh, will be Easter, huh?
Yes, Easter Sunday. You're going to have a chocolate egg?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Treat yourself.
Yeah, sure will.
All right, see you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday, people.
Yepper.
Yepper.